to my kitchen. Today I have a special guest, and here he is. His name is Jonathan.
Hi, I'm 6 years old.
And he's going to be helping me in the kitchen today. Jonathan is my sous chef. Okay, so today we're going to make Brussels sprouts. I have a secret. As a child, I hated Brussels sprouts. I didn't think they were very good, and they just weren't one of my favorite vegetables. I didn't start eating Brussels sprouts maybe until my mid to late 20s. So today I have a special recipe that's pretty good, and I'll be sharing that with you. It's lemon Parmesan Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are what I call a miniature cabbage. It's kind of neat here how they grow. They grow on a stalk. They look like cabbage, but they're a little bit different. They have a more mild flavor, and they're more dense. So I actually like them much more than cabbage. One common misconception about Brussels sprouts is that they're bitter. But actually, if you get them fresh, then they are pretty good and tasty. And what you can do is you can buy them on the stalk. So this is how they grow. And if you buy them this way, they actually taste better, in my opinion. So if you're lucky, you can find them. Their peak season is autumn through spring. And yep, so this is how they grow. So one thing when you cut them is that you want to cut them and slice them the bottom of the stalk, and then you want to either cut them in half or cut an X at the bottom, and that helps them cook evenly when you put them in the pan. And when you pick them, you want to look for the bright green color and unblemished leaves. So sometimes the leaves will have blemishes. I just like to peel them off and throw them away, and then just use the side that looks good. And you want to pick the ones that are tiny. Sometimes they grow, usually when you get them on a stalk, they grow pretty much the same size, but sometimes if you see this one is bigger, this one, they won't cook as evenly if you get different sizes. So I like to try to find the small size Brussels sprouts with the bright color and the pretty leaves. Let's see here. So when you buy them, they're usually good in your refrigerator for about 3 to 5 days. So you can buy them before you plan on preparing them, and just make sure you keep them in the fridge. Before you cook them, you want to wash them just in like a warm water, like rinse them off, and then you want to soak them for about 10 minutes. Sounds bad, but I have found bugs in my Brussels sprouts. Maybe if they're organic, you might find extra ones. So just soak them and make sure they're perfect for cooking. Okay. Yes, Jonathan likes Brussels sprouts, surprisingly, which is good. So he's going to help us cook them today. Okay, so here is about a pound of Brussels sprouts, and they're rinsed, and the ends are cut off, and then there's a little X down the center here on the bottom. So again, that's to make sure it cooks evenly. And then what we're going to do first is we are going to add the Brussels sprouts with olive oil and lemon juice, and then we're going to kind of marinate them or stir them. So I'll let you do that, Johnny. So here, let me get this one here. Okay, so first here is our olive oil. I prefer to buy olive oil that has a flavor to it. So this is Tuscan herb, and if you go to any olive oil store, they usually have that. There's different stores that sell olive oil. And this one is Tuscan herb, kind of like an Italian blend. And then we're going to add the garlic, and the garlic is pretty good. Some fresh garlic. And then we're going to add some of the lemon juice. Not all of it, but you want to add just a little to make sure that you have some of that flavor. Okay, and then what we're going to do here is stir it. Do you want to stir it, Johnny?
Yes.
Okay, let's stir. Okay. Here. So. And And what's nice, and it's a secret, is that if you have your kids help you in the kitchen, usually they're more likely to try the food that you make. Right?
Yes.
Okay. So you go ahead and stir that. Okay. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Then we will add some of our herbs. So this is Italian parsley. Just add that here. And then we also have some thyme. And I like to use fresh herbs instead of dried. I feel like they have a lot more flavor and they just taste better and they have an amazing smell. Okay. I'm just kind of toss this to coat. What do you think? Good? Okay.
Looks good.
Looks good. Okay. Then what we're going to do is we are going to place them on this pan here.
Brussels sprouts are named after the city in Belgium. Historians believe that they were first grown there in the 16th century and then were introduced to North America by French settlers in Louisiana in the 18th century. Though the flavor of Brussels sprouts is disliked by some, most likely due to a bitter flavor from overcooking, they have a nutty, sweet flavor when roasted. With their resemblance to cabbages, Brussels sprouts are also referred to as mini cabbages and remain a favorite among top chefs. Brussels sprouts are rich in several important nutrients for the body, including folate, vitamin C, vitamin K, and the carotenoids of beta-carotene, lutein, and zeaxanthin. They are also very good sources of manganese, vitamin B6, dietary fiber, choline, copper, vitamin B1, potassium, phosphorus, and omega-3 fatty acids. Brussels sprouts belong to the cruciferous vegetable family that includes broccoli, kale, and cabbage. The process of cooking and digestion break down to a phytochemical called isothiocyanate that researchers have discovered to have anti-cancer effects in fighting against DNA damage and against growth within tumor cells. Medical experts tout Brussels sprouts for their role in helping with bone and skin health, lowering cholesterol, balancing hormones, improving digestion, reducing oxidative stress, decreasing the risk of obesity and diabetes, protecting the heart, reducing inflammation, aiding the immune system, and increasing circulation. Though Brussels sprouts may help fight cancer, experts recommend limiting dietary intake to once a week and to rotate other vegetables into your diet as well. Brussels sprouts are packed with vitamin C, and one serving of them delivers 4 times more than average. Researchers have found that Brussels sprouts contain indole-3 carbinol. That is a libido booster in men, but can have an opposite effect in women. Shoppers can sometimes find Brussels sprouts at grocery stores and farmers markets attached to the stalks that they grow on. Keeping the sprouts on their stalks helps to retain moisture and to nourish the sprouts after harvesting.
Once the Brussels sprouts have cooked for about 15 minutes, then you want to take them out and I like to add the salt and pepper and kind of stir them around. So I'm going to open this bug, so make sure you stay over there, okay? Okay, perfect. It's very hot.
Yep, it's burning hot.
Burning hot.
What are we gonna do with the extras?
We can make more later. Yeah. Okay. So then what we're going to do here is we are going to...
Can I put the salt?
Well, we're done with the salt. So now we're going to add the Parmesan cheese and lemon juice.
Can I put that?
And we're just going to kind of sprinkle it. Okay, here.
I'll do that. I'll do it.
And I'll save some. Okay. Oh, that one's probably stirred a little bit. You know, maybe we should add the rest. Oh, okay. Oh, you like lots of cheese.
Yeah, lots of cheese.
Let me add.
The bagel is better.
Okay. Yes, cheese makes everything better.
Yeah, because if you have no cheese, it's...
Just Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, and it's not that little tasty.
Not that
You
tasty.
just give it probably 3 stars if it didn't have cheese.
Okay. How many stars do you give it now?
Wait, no.
10.
Yeah, 10 stars.
10 stars.
Uh-huh. It looks good.
And this, my friends, is coming from a 6-year-old. So if you can get a 6-year-old to give Brussels sprouts 10 stars, you are winning.
Yeah, so my money is winning.
Okay.